Hi. I hope you're feeling grateful today, um, and have given thanks, um, just for another day, for our health, our well-being, our loved ones, and the opportunity to meet the day and take it forwards. I just wanted to talk about, or talk about what I'd mentioned in previous posts about family of origin, and how we may be, that the problem didn't start with us, and it might have been something that was passed down to us, or that we saw modelled in the behaviour of other family members. um, and I was thinking, what examples could that be? And there's a sensitive topic of depression, for example. um, Maybe you suffer with depression, in your life, or have done in the past. you know um, and is it all down to yourself? I mean, you might be carrying this terrible burden, I would say, call it, thinking, you have brought this on yourself. You may, um, if you haven't managed to get to a place of acceptance with it, I mean, it could be, looking into your family of origin, into the distant past. Is there anyone in your family that has suffered with depression? It could be a parent, or it could be an aunt or an uncle, grandparent, great grandparent. I say this because I was just thinking about it, and then I remember I read a book. Can't remember who the author was, so I'll have to check that out and get back to you. But they were talking about how we are dealing with our, great grandparents' spiritual lessons. We have been passed, they've been passed on to us, and maybe our generation, our task is to right those wrongs, or make clear those misunderstandings, or heal those wounds. So yeah, so it made me question, I suppose, or just think more deeply on the fact, on depression. Has it been modelled by other family members, and has that family member then, their illness or their breakdown, or whatever illness they may have suffered, has it become the norm within the family? um, you know Maybe your great grandparent had suffered with something, so your grandma grew up knowing or thinking that it's okay to, keep things to yourself and not let others know. Maybe the impact of her parents suffering from a depression would have affected his job, or his position in his standing in his community, or whatever. So your grandma grew up learning to keep things to herself and not tell others, for fear of, after, some sort of type of effect. And so then that was then passed down to your parents, if you follow me. So yeah, don't mean to go on about it, but it is food for thought. And yeah, so I'll leave it there. um, and it does explain as well, maybe why, when you try to maybe communicate with your parents, you feel maybe there's a barrier, or you're not getting the whole story, or something like that. I don't know, that's just an afterthought. And so I'll leave it there. Thank you for listening. It does all gel in with the third eye, because once that opens, everything, it's like someone's just opened the door on the closet and all the clothes have fallen out and you've got to basically sort through them. So yeah, I'll leave that with you today. Thank you for listening.